Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Infra. Last time out, well, we finished with the dam, and we have mostly categorized the sawmill, although there are a few bits and pieces in the sawmill that we haven't been able to get to because of a broken elevator and some locked doors. We have Souffle in the chat. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Gage Blackwood has just joined. Good evening to you. We have this side path, which I think we're going to check out probably first, and I am wondering if we should backtrack our way back over to the sawmill. Now, what do we read here? We're looking for ways to enter the tunnel. The flood doors seem to be locked tight, but I did find an elevator in that old building with the pumping station. What do you say? Should we check it out? I know what you're thinking, but I'm sure those stories about the old tunnel are just urban legend. Anyway, there might actually be something useful there. I'll see you at the elevator. And we already nabbed a picture of that last week, so we don't need to worry about that. But let's check out this side tunnel here. Ah! Crouchy Grouch. Shroomfi has entered the chat. Good evening to you. Good evening. And Blue Pinecone. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It's a key. I didn't even see the key. It's a book. Well, we're being prompted to reload the flashlight, but there is not really anything else in here. So what is this then? It's like a passport or something, but I can't interact with it at all. Well, let's take a picture of it, just for reasons. Ton Ram back in the chat. Nice. Hope you guys are all having a great week. Right, we'll put the flashlight away. Now, do I have... I don't have any kind of inventory, do I? I picked up something orange, and it kind of sounded a bit like a key. So we could probably try going back to the sawmill and seeing if that key fits in there. So yeah, let's do that and go this way. Plaid Cat greetings to all. Good afternoon, says Platinum Caterpillar. Plaid Cat greetings to you. The game's doing the big load. So, I had half a day off work today to go and take out. I bought a new PC case. Now, I don't need to upgrade all of the innards. I just needed to upgrade the case. Primarily to give myself more hard disk rack space in the case. Okay? So, the objective of today was simply open up the old case, unplug everything, take everything out of the old case, remembering where it all plugged into, right? Take the motherboard, the graphics card, the memory, the hard drives, etc., and port them all over to the new case and plug it all in and get that to work, right? As it had done before. I started that with help from my younger brother, who was very kindly came, and to be honest, he did most of the work. He did most of the work, right, to be clear. Still took like 5 hours. Ah, that's not for that. Huh. I would have strongly suspected that key would have been for that door. But maybe the fact that we went through a loading screen gives me a moment of pause, a moment of kind of like, is all of the stuff kind of within a zone? Is it all within zone? That's a funky downpipe, that is. Well, I suppose you don't have any underground sewage, do you? Yeah. It's not working. We can climb this manually? Oh, no we can't. Oh no. Oh no, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Wait, can we climb up the ropes? No? Oh no! Oh no, now we're very stuck. Oh, hang on, wait, can I get out under here? Oh. That was close. Okay. Okay. So I don't think we're climbing that without fixing the lift first. Good day to you, Spiper. Hope you're having a great week. So, yeah, the key we grabbed off the floor, not for the sawmill then. This was the only... So we haven't been up there and we haven't opened this door through here. These are the only things that we have missed in this area so far. And I am kind of wondering, given the length of the loading screen between areas, whether it is not the case that you are supposed to finish an area before moving on to the next one. But the solution is not evident, so we shall move on. Making ice cream! Oh, that is a grand activity. Hope everyone here is doing alright. Yeah, making ice cream. So, one of the things I got for my birthday? Christmas? It was one of the two of those. I'm now kind of getting to the age where it's kind of hard to remember whether you got something for a birthday or for Christmas because they feel very close to each other now. But yeah, I got a present which was a slush puppy maker, and it kind of functions identically to an ice cream maker, really, that it's got a sort of cup and a churner, and you pop the thing in the freezer, and it's got a really high sort of thermal capacity, and the idea is that the churning and the freezing at the same time make a really great sort of slushy drink. Okay. Back over to our infra board. Now, where were we in terms of the maps? We have Doffy 90. Good evening, TDF and chat. Good evening to you. Now, Pete's cottage is just the other side of the river. There's the tunnel. There's the cave. We are here. Let's see if there is more to explore over here. So, Pete's cottage, yeah, there it is up there. Was this path? Yeah, this path is available to us, but we decided last week we weren't going to do. We were going to do the side path on the cave first. I really do wonder what that thing we picked up was then. Okay, so this is all new. We've not explored any of this yet. Well, that's all overgrown.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
Oh, big hole in the wall. Oh, no, the big hole in the wall's fine. It's the plants that are the problem. Ice cream makers, a great invention. I went down to Paynes Hill Park in Surrey fairly recently, and they have got an ice room. And what that was sort sort of a couple hundred years ago before
The old Bergman water tunnel. Let's see how this place is doing.
before
I
refrigeration.
wouldn't get my hopes up.
Before refrigeration was invented, the idea was that you would have a big underground cellar, effectively, well insulated, and it's kind of like that scene in The Simpsons where the guys are bringing ice from the North Pole, and they're like, "You got to start charging more than $2 a bag. I lost 3 more men on this expedition." It's kind of like that. You would bring in ice during winter, right? And you'd pack this large room with ice, and then you would have the ice still by the summertime. It would be sort of well enough insulated that the ice would, there would still be some ice by summer. And it was the height of fashion to be able to serve flavoured ice. PWJB just subscribed with Prime. Subscribed for 4 months. Thank you very much, PWJB. It was the height of fashion to be able to serve flavoured ice to your guests. Yep. That's a railing that's missing. That's a railing that's missing. That's cosmetic damage only. It literally is just
Only
cosmetic
one pack of
damage
batteries left.
It doesn't have... Oh, wait.
Well,
There we go.
that's a good start.
So that's the flood door. If the light is red, the area behind the door may be flooded. Or the door may have technical difficulties. The flood door cannot be opened when the light is red. If the light is green, the area behind the door is not flooded and is safe for entry. The flood door can only be opened when the light is green. Warning, do not be under the flood door while it is closing. It may cause serious injury or death. There is a ladder here which appears to go to nowhere. Let's take this ladder first. Back with regards from Jeff Bezos. With Beth Jezos. The old Bezos bucks. Yes. It's a good opportunity, actually, for me to do the Prime plug. Yes. If you happen to be an Amazon Prime member, you can, by using that subscribe with Prime checkbox, you can drop a subscription to the channel absolutely free. Jeff Bezos, in his wisdom, gives every Amazon Prime customer 1 free Twitch subscription to use every month. And it is always an absolute honour to be the Twitch streamer in receipt of such accolades. That I would be the one that you give your 1 monthly Prime sub to. Well, that looks like a terrible idea. Would anyone actually ever go in there? How much do you reckon this guy's paid? Like, let's be real, right? Paid enough to go in there? Can I get a picture of the door automatically closing? Because I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Don't let Beth Jezos keep that money. Invest it instead. No, indeed. The money is a gift. He give it to you for free. Tom Ram said I would get a log and jam that door. But wait, it's a flood door, Tom Ram. What if it floods whilst you have it jammed open? You could flood the whole complex. I tell you what, Tom Ram, if there was ever a call for me to get on a submarine, I would want to work in the same compartment as you. You know, in every submarine movie, there's always a scene where someone has to get sealed in. It's like, yeah, you can be in charge of the doors for the compartment that I'm in. You would absolutely not enter that. Better than being stuck there. Little flooding never hurt anybody. Factually untrue. Factually untrue. Unless it's kind of like one of those, yeah, a little flooding never hurt anyone. Medium to a lot of flooding has a habit of hurting many people frequently. Okay, let's take a picture of this. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, I do not think we can answer that right now, though. Robin, if you've lost your keys again, you need to open FB12 and A2, B1 and C3. Great. Thanks, Eric. Oh, that doesn't count as a document to snap. Fine. Open FB12 and then TOR-HO A2, B1, C3. Oh, that says FB12 at the bottom. Ah, right. So, we'll just go A2, B1, C3. Bing. Bing. And... Huh. Oh. For a moment there, I thought C3 just plugged straight back into C1. That would be a bit inconvenient, wouldn't it? Okay. Unless you're talking about the flood from Halo. Yes. I heard the other day that Halo's getting a remake. I'm kind of pro that. I know it got a remaster fairly recently, but to be honest,
Last batteries.
the original Halo, it revolutionized a lot of stuff, but it did have a lot of the old 1990s shooter trappings. Like the original Halo still had a health bar, you know, and that feels very odd to play nowadays. Whoops.
That makes 2 packs of spares for the camera.
Now, what do we have here? So we've got floodgates. Some of the buttons don't work and the floodgates are in bad condition. Don't go here. Elevator to the surface. Here is a map of all the things that are broken and some other points of interest too. We've got the pipe room, break room area, storage, key holder, missing keys, office. This tunnel is in very bad condition. Broken freight elevator, flooded area. This door is bricked. Locked door, no idea what's behind it. Door controls, and exit. Question then. Is that exit, in fact, the entry that I came in through? That kind of feels about right to me. Yeah, because we came in through the doors. There was a little area back here. We opened a door here, and now we're sort of into a side room. It's sort of just about tracks. Pick.
Interesting.
Interesting. I remember looking forward to the original Halo as a teen. Turns out I never played any Halo in the end. Spider says, generally in favour of new games over remakes or remasters. Shrimpfire says, I don't know how to feel about them adding sprinting to it. Did the original Halo not have a sprint? I don't remember that. Huh. I mean, Halo obviously was the game that pioneered the 2-weapon inventory. Although, Halo definitely used it just more as you can hold 2 guns, rather than it being a main weapon and a secondary weapon, which is more of a Call of Duty 4 really perfected that that method. Yeah. I mean, I think I agree, Spiper, that generally speaking I would prefer newer games, but I think if you are... Nah, it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Because... I guess it's a little bit like remaking old movies, isn't it? Where... I think there are some movies... I think there are some movies which totally hold up, right? If you watch Citizen Kane, you don't necessarily think that that movie's nearly 100 years old now. Like, it still holds up really well. There are a lot of movies that are very old that do still hold up, and there are a lot of games that are really old that still hold up. But I think there are a lot of movies that worked in the day that don't hold up so well anymore. And I think those probably reasonable for a remake. I don't know. You need to reset the controls after using the levers. Robin, fix this. Oh no, sorry. It's not Robin, fix this. It's Robin, fix this. There's 2 exclamation marks. Okay, so we've got door controls, and that one doesn't have any things in it. That goes to there. What is this doing? Oh man. We've got A2 F1 main, L doors. Oh, right, we've got a lot of stuff to fiddle around with there. Oh, and that is not available to us right now. Wait a minute, so that is a door. Fine. So, on, off, reset. Door number 2. I mean, it's door number 2 that was sort of working. Ah, we've got a window here, so that's good. A2 main. I mean, flipping these on can't be a bad shout, right? Ah, okay. Well, that's door number 2 opening. I wonder if I should open all of them, but to be honest, it kind of sounds like a bad idea to open all of the doors in a flood area at the same time. I don't know. PWJB says depends on the game, as long as it's not a mega cash grab along the lines of whatever they did with FF7. I thought... Now, I've not actually played the FF7 remake, but Final Fantasy VII is very close to my heart. But no, I own a copy of the remake, but I've never got round to playing it. But I've heard it's reasonably well received by people. I am led to believe. When they did a remake remaster of Secret Mana 2, I was all over that, seeing as that was a SNES game exclusive to Japan. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fair game, to be honest. Oh, did the computer work first try when assembling it? It kind of depends on your definition of work, to be honest, because, like, the computer worked, but none of the fans turned on. So we had to shut that down fairly quickly before it cooked itself. Yeah, we were having a little bit of problem with the fan controller, so, you know, some compromises had to be made. I don't think we're getting the USB ports on the front panel working anytime soon. Let's put it that way. There's some running water going here. I guess it's going through there. Is it worth... Right, so that's closed. Is it worth trying to open up door number 1? Let's throw the door number 1 switch and we're going to see what happens. Ah, nothing. Interesting. Wait, unless you have to hit the reset button. Okay, we're going to need to remember that panel, because if we do find doors 3 and 4 and find that they're closed, we might need to reopen that somehow. But yeah. Oh, missing a bit of floor. No? You're not going to count that as a major violation that needs fixing?
Someone should get that fixed.
Alright. Cash grabbiness is one concern. My other one is that copying your old work doesn't develop your abilities as a dev the same way as making an original game. And if that's all you do for a handful of years, you'll become stagnant. That might have happened to Cyan to a degree. Tonram plugged in the fans to a jumper on the board that was a CPU voltage jumper, same 3 pins. It said CPU something, so you just went for it. Yeah, that's not going to end well. Well, where we've ended up today is that we have the fan controller is a little bit brute force. So we've got all of the case fans now plugged into the chassis fan controller, but the CPU fan is plugged into the CPU fan port on the motherboard. So that means the CPU fan is basically always going to run around about 100%, but the case fans are individually... shoot, I've got myself turned around now. But the case fans are individually tunable. So hopefully, overall, I can have one fan going at like a reasonable lick, and the other fans are going to... I feel like there's a trap in here, right? This feels like a trap. Wait a minute. Yeah, and the other fans we can sort of keep running at like a lower amount. Are we... Hang on. Which one's door 2 here? Like, one of these literally says, like, don't go here. Pipe room. Break room area. We've not really seen a break room area. We've not really seen a huge amount of stuff that... Broken freight elevator. Flooded area. Yeah, I don't know. Go on. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? That looks like it's going to be really useful somewhere, but we haven't found where that's going to be useful. Pipe room C2. I have a feeling that might be flooded. We should probably take a picture of that. Okay, so that's going to need to go somewhere. Let's grab some batteries.
3 packs of camera batteries.
An audio diary.
The Bergman Group was a great company, founded by Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg. I'd say that company played a big part in rebuilding the city, but somehow Walter managed to take all the credit for that. Anyway, Xander Berg was a vital part of that company. When he disappeared, the Bergman Group started having trouble staying afloat. Ultimately, the other shareholders forced Kleinman to sell his share of the company. He became a broken man. Now Kleinman clearly needs someone to guide him. He's a great man, capable of great things. I need him, and he needs me.
Fascinating.
Weird. No reason to take a picture of the audio diary. Right, so this very much looks like a break room. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, keys! Door A2, door D4. And a light. Perfect. Right. So if this is the break room... Right. So that's the break room. Yeah, okay. So we have come in from this way. Yeah. Because here's the door controls that I was fiddling with. Then we went up here and down here and then along a long corridor. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Right, so we've looped there. Who knows what that's doing? Huh. Well, now they're both... Oh! What happened? I fell through the hole.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
Oh dear. I became a cautionary tale about occupational health and safety. Your brother had a PC that ran fan cables to the front of the case as a 5¼ inch panel and changed the speeds independently with switches. What? Wow. I got really lucky the first time to not fall. I got really lucky the first time to be able to make it all there without falling into either of those. Okay, let's try that one again. Good. It's been around 30 years, says Shroomfi, since their best days, and most of the current staff from the pictures I've seen don't seem more than around 40 years old. Oh! Well, yeah, maybe. So this one's going to stay open for us. Now we're still looking for one which is missing its thing. Yeah. I guess that will become available later. But yeah. Well, we've discussed before where I personally think Cyan's going wrong, with all the confidence of someone who has never run a company or shipped a video game. But as a man with the self-confidence of someone who believes he knows what he's talking about, let me tell you where I think Cyan's going wrong. I think principally it's marketing, to be honest. I think it's marketing is where they're really faltering at the minute, because you know they are not pulling in they're not pulling in the numbers on their social medias, their YouTube channel, their TikTok account, and so on. And they're just not doing the right things to get the... I've pulled these too, but I'm thinking actually maybe there's a kind of rhyme or reason to these things. But yeah, they're not doing the right things to be getting the numbers of eyes that they need on their games. So I would say it is primarily... It feels to me primarily a question of marketing. I don't think it's a problem of quality. I don't think it's a problem of quality at all. But like if we look at some of the independent games that have released this year that we've played, much smaller teams with much smaller budgets than Cyan are making bigger splashes because they are absolutely hammering marketing. There's a panel over there which we can't quite see. I mean, like, is it necessarily a problem to just... Oh, I can't quite reach that one. Tell you what, we could probably get on top of these boxes though. Ah, there we go. Parkour! Parkour! Ha ha ha, you half expected a snarky tirade about how they should have gone all in on NFT assets. I mean, you know, Cyan are certainly no stranger to taking a big risk, right? Because they did go all in on, we are a VR first company.
Yeah,
right?
that's
We are going to make VR games because we believe that is the future of video games. And that didn't really pay off. Probably, I don't know. That's a very hard thing to say one way or another without looking at actual data, because you kind of need to know, looking at their player data, how many people bought the game, how many people played the game on VR. Now I'm going to assume their VR numbers were pretty good, because they did Firmament as a VR first game, and then they kind of stuck with that philosophy for Myst 2021 and for Riven 2024. So their Firmament VR numbers must have been pretty good for them not to just be like, okay, VR was a good experiment, but we're not pushing that forward, you know. Pipes, pipes, pipes. Ah, you can't turn off the water sensors when all of the pipes in the room are closed. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like taking a gamble and swinging for the fences, right? Like, you know, if you're making a game and your next big budget game is going to be something like Firmament, and you want to take a bet on, you know, you want to take a bet on the VR industry, that's fine, you know. It's better to take a risk and miss than try and do something safe and sort of linger. But sunk cost fallacy is a real killer for businesses. If you take a big risk and it misses, you have to take that on the chin and go, well, what are we going to do differently next time? And I guess after Firmament, what they thought they were going to do differently next time, that's A4. So A4 Right, that's now red. So open on. You can't turn off the water sensors when all of the pipes in the room are closed. I mean, we can turn on that one, A1, and then they're all on. Hang on. So on is open, which I think is what we want. Yeah, I mean, you know, because you have, even if you have the data, you have limited ability to be able to interpret that data. It's entirely possible that Firmament didn't do too well, and so what their conclusion was for the next thing they were going to do is, well, we're going to do a VR game, but we're going to do Myst because we know people like Myst, which potentially is the wrong conclusion. But then again, I don't know, because I don't actually know how well Myst sold. But yeah, their problem has never been the quality of their games, because even Firmament, for the issues that it did have, was definitely not a poor quality game. Okay, so we've got all the lights on. In general, red lights, not good though. You know, usually. Do we need to go back and try and get A2 working? Right? Because we've run a couple of others, but A2, I'm guessing we must have missed A2, and that must be what the random wheel that we've not plugged into anything was for, and I'm guessing it must be back out here somewhere. Right. So there's the ting. That's not anything there. Oh, hang on. Oh, we've not even been out to D1 yet. Fine. Personally feels like Myst and Riven suffer for it too, at least realism-wise. I do think that with better VR tech, fully immersive Riven would be excellent. But yes, if the drawbacks could be overcome. The thought of if VR gets there, we will absolutely remake our best games for that tech was a thought they had fairly early when VR started becoming a thing. The real problem with Firmament was that it was Kickstarter but only released with an absolutely massive delay. Add to that a distinct lack of transparent communication. Yeah, Firmament obviously had that whole AI... it had that whole AI controversy, didn't it? But it way predates. It way predates. You know, large language models and such. Huh. So those is spinning. Ah. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Probably the yellow one. Which one's the yellow one, though? Ah, the label's come off. Someone definitely should fix that label. Tell you what. Oh, no, this is actually supposed to have water in it. This is like when I put the water with the other water. Tell you what, though, that light bulb should be lit. That needs replacing. I mean, when in doubt, right? Let's just turn everything on. Interesting. That did not do anything. Wait a minute. Sensor on. The other thing was saying that you can't turn off the sensors. Oh, that's what the handle is for. Okay. So grab you. I see. Is this some kind of... What? That's not what you're for? That's bizarre. Alright, I guess it's not for that. What was the AI thing? You saw it in the credits, but wasn't sure what it was for. I think it was just like they just did it for some initial storyboarding or something like that, or because it predates ChatGPT by a fair bit, so the controversy about it having AI in the credits kind of yeah, is a bit older than all that. Huh. Do we have to close these rooms after ourselves? No. The instructions don't say anything that would imply... Oh yeah, only one of these doors can be opened at a time. Okay. Let's just quickly remind ourselves. Right, whereabouts? Because the diagram is somewhat topographically accurate, right? So let's take a picture here. The announcer voice was computer generated. The narrator was a real voice actor, but they didn't want to be named in the credits. That is quite right. Yeah, the voice actor apparently is just a member of the Cyan staff, and she didn't want her name in the credits. So the door is here, right? The door is there. But you're right, the fact that she wasn't credited led a lot of people to assume that she was an AI voice. Okay, wait, so that's the door, then we come out here. Round this way is pipe A. Oh! Wait, what? Oh! Wait, are we trying to open these or close these? Because this is the one that I opened. Huh. Okay. Well... Oh no, now I can't move this one at all. Dark Wager has joined the chat. Good evening together. How are you doing? Are you having a great week? Maybe we're supposed to be getting all these lights off. Maybe we're supposed to be getting all these lights off. Okay. I mean, let's try doing this the other way round then. There's a lot you could expand on in Mist Island. Yeah, but how much would the community be willing to accept changes to a much beloved game, you know? I don't know. Like, probably okay, I suppose. But you can't change too much, otherwise people will complain that it doesn't really feel like Myst anymore. Okay, so I've moved all of those. And now all of these should be off. No, they're not all off. Wait, what? You can turn off the water sensors when all of the pipes in the room are closed. Right. So the red pipe, A1... Yeah? This one didn't get... Is this valve just not working? Okay, it looks like all of those are off now. Okay. You can turn off the water sensors when all of the pipes in the room are closed. Okay. I didn't realise that was a button initially. It's kind of coded like a light. Aha! Now we can open this door. And that's where we bring the thing. Right.
A pack of spare batteries for the flashlight.
See that blue thing on the cart? It's button! Disabling water sensors is a direct path to Painesville. Yeah, disabling the water sensors sounds like a terrible idea that only terrible surveyors would do. Robin! Stop leaving important technical documents wherever you decide to have a break. I'm tired of going through the premises looking for them. Those are important documents. We're not going to be able to use these old systems if we lose the documents. Don't lose them! But anyway, I started going through those Bergman documents I found. There was some news article about Xander Borg's disappearance and something about Eric Kleinman's father, Edward. I think the most interesting thing was this note about Alex Hartman. Seems they wanted to find Jeff Walter, and they even had Mikhail Rosenthal, the owner of Stahlberg Steel, with them. I know Jeff Walter was well known and even considered a good man, but I don't think Hartman knew something. But I think Hartman knew something about Walter that he wasn't supposed to know. I don't know if they ever found him or what happened to them. Unfortunately, Eric. That's such a weird. That is such a weird letter. That is. That's like that. That really is a letter of two halves. That is. It's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. People don't really write like that.
Intriguing.
Like, Robin, do this thing. Blah blah blah. Anyway. Did I catch you up on the recent gossip about Eric Kleinman? Okay. Over here, up here, we've got to bring back. We've got to bring back that wheel. That's why the wheel couldn't go in the other hole, The wheel knows it was destined for greater things. Yes. The wheel sensed its purpose. Incidentally, with the water sensors off, right? No, that's still not doing anything. Okay, right, come back later. Right, come with me, little wheel. You are going to be the hero of the hour. Come and fulfill your destiny. Oh, man. It does... It does have some interesting, very Source Engine quirks to it, this game, doesn't it? Oh, man. Oh, the Source Engine was so revolutionary, though. There we go. Open we go. D5. So if I look back at my... If I look back here... Now, from the pipe room... yeah, okay. That's D5 there. Yeah, that's currently where we are. Water sensors off and then bam, water everywhere. No, but this is good water. The water's supposed to be there. You know? It's like we just put this water with the other water. Like these temporary boards and stuff, like all of that needs doing. You know. No good, any of this stuff. Look at that. That's red, and it's open. That certainly shouldn't be the case. More boards.
Only 2 packs left.
Lights? Nope. So I wonder if we're ever going to be able to make it back to the logging mill. Oh, well, this is definitely the boss arena. Okay. Come on then. Who's the final boss of this area then? Floodgates. B2 and A2. Huh. Well, none of these have handles on them. Flood door alarm control panel. There's the elevator to the surface. And that has kind of trapped me in here. Floodgates A1, A2, emergency override. To access the flood door control panel, all floodgates must be open. If the alarm sounds, this emergency override can be used to manually open floodgates A1 and A2. Hahaha, broken. Really? I'm not gonna have a picture of the broken safety button? Bleh. And this one here, floodgates B1, B2 emergency override. To access the flood door control panel, all floodgates must be open. If the alarm sounds, this emergency override can be used to manually open floodgates B1 and B2. Well... Oh. Well, now I'm kind of wondering. I'm wondering if there's supposed to be a correct answer, incorrect answer here.
Fuck. This ceiling is coming down.
Oh no! Oh no, that's not good at all. Okay, yes. Open those as well. Right? Let's start by opening that. Okay. Is the ceiling literally coming down? We should take a picture of that whilst we're here. Okay, and then probably this one. Open that. It's important to stay calm under pressure. I think that would be a good and noble quality for any kind of surveyor that found themselves in a similar situation. So that says wait. Huh. Whoa. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally get hit there. Try those buttons again. Probably take a picture of that too. I'm not 100% sure what I'm then supposed to do. So those have been wound up. Maybe I've misunderstood. Oh no! Ah, the ceiling got me. Gotta find more camera ammo. It specifically said reload. Oh.
Only 2 packs left.
So hang on, wait a minute. I'm all the way back here. Yes. Right, so here's where I was. And you know what? I was kind of right. It sort of is a boss arena. The terminal opens, says JetNet Dev. I didn't particularly notice that. Okay. Let's have a reread of these instructions. To access the flood door control panel, all floodgates must be open. If the alarm sounds, this emergency override can be used to manually open B1 and B2. Fine. Well, hang on. B1 and B2 are already open. Okay.
Fuck. This ceiling is coming down.
Ah, right.
That's... these doors open.
Ah, right. It falls down. I didn't notice that first time. Okay. So we'll get that open. Get these open. And now this needs to open. Something seems to have gone a little bit awry here. Because the floodgates on the on the right-hand
Only
side of
2
us
packs
there
left.
weren't opening. Oh, I hadn't caught those. Yeah, maybe I'm kind of misunderstanding. Maybe I'm kind of misunderstanding the assignment. I couldn't imagine just pushing buttons and turning wheels in a place like this. It's very Gen Z Alpha this. Oh, hey, the ceiling's coming down. Gotta take a picture of that. Oh, yeah, indeed. Hey. Oh, no, B2 was already open. B2 was already open. That's flashing. Like... Okay. To access the control panel, all floodgates must be open. Fine. We start by opening this one. And then something gonna break. So we have to go to A,
The ceiling is coming down.
and we open
these doors
A
open.
up manually. Right. But that doesn't open that one up. Okay, well we can pull this one, and B's going to open up. Oh, and now it says wait. So is that all we have to do? We're just like waiting? Let's try waiting and see if we can avoid getting hit on the head with a piece of concrete this time. Kind of came down again. Oh, it's open. It's open. Hello. Main. Status. Turn off. Error code. Oh, hang on. What's this say? Ah. Didn't realise there was a. Didn't realise there was a note there. This is kind of hard. Right. So, I've got to take a... Oh. It's now not giving me the broken floor here to pick. Oh. Oh. Oh, it might be the damage to the concrete, maybe? Rather than the floor that I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay. Let's try it again. Now, can I see this note? Ah. Code 0451 opens B3. Fine. So, what we need... we're going to open this one up again. Okay.
The ceiling is coming down. these doors open.
We can get these doors open, quick! Ping! And ceiling. Now we mustn't remember it's 0451. 0451. Oh, 0451. Still waiting. There we go. There's another thing's gone. Probably take a pic of that. Right. Bing. 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 Thank you.
That was way too close.
Good thing we have the power of time loops on our side. Oh, shoot, no. We kind of don't. We need to actually leave still. Bing! Yep, that's locked. Okay, lift's coming down. Morsey Jam in the chat. How much have you missed? Well, we have been doing...
This elevator better work.
This elevator better work. We've been doing the flooded tunnel, and we might be just finishing that area now. Is this elevator going to work? Is it just going to trap us in another part of... Whoop! Oh, out we go! Goodbye, elevator. You were the best of us.
I've jinxed it.
Okay. Apropos of nothing, I watched Interstellar for the first time this week. PWJB. Best film of the 2010s? Maybe? I mean, it's awfully good. Hey, look! Loads of wheels. It's very good, isn't it? There's a couple things in it that I have never really understood. Like, genuinely never understood. But, like... yeah... Well, there's one particular thing about the end that I've never got. About the time difference between Coop, when he wakes up, and Anne Hathaway, who still seems to be, like, subsistence farming on a faraway planet. But this definitely was one of the most frustrating parts of the game for me, because there is no indication where the ceiling's going to fall down. It is very good, but they ride the free pass they got at the end hard. The story behind the visuals of the black hole is amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's... I reckon... I think I might be hard-pressed to think of another movie that is from the 2010s that is as good. Was Parasite 2019? Was Parasite 2019 or was Parasite 2020? Nope, we're locked in. Thankfully, we could always just jump the fence if we needed to. Not that we need to, because we're here on official business. Official survey business. You need to get your door fixed. It's very odd to me how, like, a boarded up window or a door which is, like, not on its hinges at all totally fine from a survey point of view, but like, I don't know, a little bit of cosmetic damage or a spilled oil drum, documenting it. Blue pipe, pump A3 and A4. You believe it would have been something to watch at the theatre, but improbable space death might be a slight phobia trigger for me. Inception was 2010 too. I would put Interstellar as stronger than Inception. Okay, so we can get over this. Let's have a look down here. Where actually are we? Ooh, we probably shouldn't touch this power line. Haha, there's no power running through this power line, clearly. Where have we come out? This might be the top of the sawmill. Maybe. I guess we could jump down the other side, but maybe we should just go through the building. Yeah, I'd rank Interstellar higher than Inception. That's a key card. Would I rank Parasite above Interstellar? That's hard. That's a harder conversation. I think Interstellar might win out. Ooh. Hello? Oh,
I'm somewhere near the Bergman Towers.
Yeah.
I barely got out there before the ceiling caved in.
Are you?
I'm always serious. Now I'm at this control center of sorts. What do I do?
There should be a way to enter another part of the tunnels from there. I'm not very comfortable sending you down there again, but it's invaluable that we know the full extent of the damage.
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark is he's just such a no-nonsense guy, right? He's just like, look, I got a job to do, right? Why are you even worrying? Don't even worry about me, bro. Like, no joke. I'm here to do a thing. You are here. Pump room, pool room, chlorination. This is the water plant facility plan. Please note the basement and the second floor are shown in smaller scale than the main floor. Fine. Don't use the elevator. Right, let's take a picture of this one. Do you know what? I do like this game's map philosophy, right? Like realistic maps which are, you know, somewhat to scale, but they are sort of the kind of realistic illustrative maps that you would find about the place, right? Like in an actual facility. I like the commitment to the bit. Well, that has had all of its information scrubbed off it. We're not going to touch any of these just yet. Is that safe? Apparently that's fine. That's a wonky pipe. I don't see how that's safe particularly. But okay. Is there anything around the outside here? It really doesn't strike me as a good idea to have those planks there. But, to my eyes, that door looks like a pull door rather than a push, so I'm not actually sure those planks are doing anything. There we go. Do I remember... Morsey Jam. Do I remember when I said that this game was relaxing? No. No, I don't remember that at all. Distant memory for me. Here we are, right. Okay, we're back here. Isn't that odd? It's like two doors which are next to each other that kind of literally just move from one room to the next directly. Oh, that's strange. I would have thought that would open, given that it's got a light above it. We're definitely doing the little explore first. Oh, we have another map there, which I didn't spot before. And this does not lead to a staircase. So we're doing a little bit of a circuitous route there. Background, round and down. Distant memory is a memory nonetheless. Aha. So the red pipe is off. Do we want this off or on? Is it happy beeping or angry beeping? Who can say? Is this an all's okay alarm? Okay, so we can come in here. This looks like a little office. So let's check this out. Ah, yes. Enrichment. Infrastructure. Oh, I see what you did there. Extreme structures. Ultimate engineering. Modern skyscrapers. This one's just called bridges. Oh. And an encyclopedia. Huh. Someone's left their computer on. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I thought that was going to exit the program on the computer. So what do I have to do here then? Open the pumps A1 and A2 first. Fine. Open pumps A1 and A2. Ah, key. Hey, it's me. I'm in the tunnels. There's something wrong with the red pipes. Don't turn on pumps A1 or A2. The water is really polluted. I need to figure out what happened here. By the way, Marco accidentally dropped the other tunnel keys into the pool. I couldn't find them, but I'll take another look once the pool is drained. Just need to close the pumps. The pumping station key is on the table. Right. That seems like a more clear instruction as to what we want to be doing next then. So, the other tunnel keys are in the pool. We can't get in there, but we can have a look if we drain the pool. We need to close the pumps. Fine. Bing. Triple.
That's 3 packs of camera batteries.
Right, that's this office. Wow, and a bathroom right next to the office computers. Grim! I tell you what, Mark's office with their private sauna, clearly the place to be. Not here. Metro workers to protest today. Public Transport Workers Union, PTWU, have stated that they will protest today at the Staalberg Central Railway Station middle-level platform. The protest will start with a walkout at 2 p.m. and last for the rest of the day. The protest is expected to cause severe interruptions with the metro traffic on the City Loop line and possibly on other lines as well. The walkout is the latest event in the public transport workers' fight for better welfare. PTWU has also stated that the main reason for today's protest at the Central Railway Station is the worrying condition of the metro tunnels. Many of the tunnels are in such bad shape that a major collapse could happen at any given moment, says PTWU spokesperson Lars Hindell. Last week, a maintenance worker died from injuries sustained when repairing metro tunnel near Altrig Square. 2 others had minor injuries. PTWU had been in internal turmoil lately as accusations of poor spending of funds and abstaining from taking action on the metro tunnel matter have become louder. Some public transport workers even claim that PTWU leaders are taking money from the Staalberg Mass Transit Company to not use their full arsenal of industrial action. PTWU finally organising a walkout came as a complete surprise to SMT's mediators. We thought we had a good vibe going on with these negotiations, but looks like we were wrong, says Carl Lindemann, spokesperson for Staalberg Mass Transit. Walter Square Metro Accident Anniversary! Today, that is quite a juxtaposition of articles there, isn't it? Today marks the 30th anniversary of the infamous Walter Square Metro accident. Justice for the Metro Victims Civic Group has stated that they will hold a memorial service at the Staalberg Central Railway Station today, starting at 12 p.m. Some of the victims' relatives stated disgust at the public transport workers' union's plans to protest at the same place at the same time. PTWU reminded that the metro workers also had relatives in the accident and their cause with justice from the metro victims is united. Walter Square Metro accident happened on the 8th of August 1986 when one metro train was accidentally routed to an old and unused portion of the metro network near Walter Square. The vibrations caused by the train collapsed the old tunnel on top of the train. A total of 86 passengers went missing and presumed dead. None of the bodies were ever dug up, as authorities claim the rescue mission would have been too difficult and dangerous. Many of the victims' relatives believed that not all has been revealed about the incident. There are many theories about what really happened to the metro and its passengers, but as of today, the truth remains a mystery. I can say with like 80% certainty that if you had 80 people trapped in a collapsed tunnel, you would not dig that out. Like, that seems odd to me. Bing! Nope, that barrel is fine on its side. So, we can continue upward.
That makes 2 packs of spares for the flashlight.
Here, let's get a picture of that flashing on and off. Okay, we can also go down to the basement level here. Now, what's this got in it? Nothing there. No, nothing. Fine. So, we need pump A1 and A2. Wait, A1 and A2 are already closed. Hang on. Don't turn on A1 or A2. Marketing, but I'll take another look once the pool is drained. Just need to close the pumps. Fine. So we need to close... Oh no, we can't close this one. Interesting. After browsing through a cross-section of what released in the 2010s, the ones I came across that I personally enjoyed the most, regardless of magnitude of production, were Blade Runner, Baby Driver, and Coco. I have seen all of those. Blade Runner 2049, I really enjoyed, but yeah. On the other hand, though, Denis Villeneuve has probably got to be in the conversation. Arrival was pretty great, but would Arrival be best film of the decade? Like, oh, Arrival was good. If I was thinking really spicy options, I might say Your Name, which was 2016, was very good. But again, best movie of the decade. Do you know what? I think I might have to go with Interstellar. I think I might have to pin my flag on Interstellar. Should we do a movie review stream? Oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. Right, that's red. This is green, but we can't turn this. Yeah, I think I would have to do Interstellar. I think my top 5 of the decade, I'm probably thinking like, I need to double check when exactly was Parasite. Was it 2019? It was 2019. Yeah, okay. So I think Interstellar's going to be number 1, and then the other ones that are going to be in the conversation are like Parasite, I think Your Name, Arrival. People are going to hate me for saying this, but I think Mother, for me, would be in the conversation. I realise it is absolutely hated. It is absolutely hated, but I would rate it. Not sorry. It's good. I really liked it. I think it's really good. Your Name was good, but it would be better without the last half hour. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, after you get the big reveal, yeah, it's kind of hard to kind of go anywhere from that. But yeah, I might be inclined to agree. Aha! Right, this is a different room. This is a different room. Cool. Aha. And this is... Oh, we can get into the pipe. That doesn't seem safe at all. I see. Okay, we're gradually putting this one together. So, do you know what? I should have taken a picture of the control panel. Trank says, everyone's entitled to a wrong opinion every now and then. Have you seen Mother, Trank? Have you seen it? It's a journey. It's a real journey. It's Darren Aronofsky.
I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be like that.
His most Aronofskied. Your actual hot take for 2010s is the Joker would have been so much better if it wasn't marketed as a Batman Joker origin story, but that only being revealed at the very end of the movie itself. Yeah. I could get behind that. Right, we need to go back round here. This door doesn't open either. Right, okay, we have access to all the doors, and that's fine. The pool pumps... Oh, that's a...
Only 2 packs
That's
left.
a problem. What? What the game determines to be something that needs fixing is real arbitrary to me, because a few planks of wood over a hole, like, we took pictures of the holes that we fell into previously, but you pop a couple planks of wood over it and it's now fine? Like, what? That strikes me as being pretty inconsistent. Oh! And we also have a down ladder here. We've not been through here then. Ah! Here's our panel. So let's grab that panel. Right, pool 2, pool 3, pool 4. Can we turn all of the pools off? So that's pool 1. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you filling up? Oh no, wait. Pool 1 was... I think this counts as draining it. Oh, and because that's not on, we can't drain those? Or we can't drain those because they've got water still. Okay, I think what we need to do, we need to grab you, and we're going to come out here, and we're going to try and turn... we're going to try and turn the blue pipe off. Can I jump you? No! Don't get lost. No, I can't jump that one. We can jump this. No! No! Don't lose! Right. We're going to go around the long way. Comic book movies sell. Yeah, that's true. Do I use an entire pack of batteries every time? I believe we do. Mother wasn't that bad. Just massively overhyped in my circle. Really? Okay. Maybe that might be a perceptions going into it kind of thing then. Because I went into it expecting that I wouldn't like it, mostly because I'm not the biggest fan of Jennifer Connelly, to be honest. But I am a big fan of Darren Aronofsky, and Darren Aronofsky is very much a director that it's kind of like, if you don't like his work, Mother is definitely not going to be the film that convinces you that you're going to like it, right? Because it's always very hard. So I was kind of expecting that I would probably like it because I like Aronofsky, but I would probably be reasonably tepid on it because I'm not a huge fan of Jennifer Connelly. No, not Jennifer Connelly. And not Jennifer Aniston. Wait, hang on. Who is the actress in there? Jennifer Lawrence. That's it, Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Connelly, I think, is great. Oh dear, yeah. Yeah, Jennifer Connelly, I think, is brilliant. She's obviously Requiem for a Dream. She's also one of the actors that has acted for Aronofsky before. That fence needs fixing.
That's not good.
See? So, wonky fence needs a fix. Like, I don't know. I think your boss is like, what? Oh, right. Oh, there's a second blue pipe. Right, so it's the second blue pipe that we're going to need to... Okay. That's this pipe here. Oh, we can't turn that off. What? Right. So A3 and A4, they're just on. Right, pool 3 and pool 4. Yeah, we don't really want to fiddle with those. Not a hint, just an FYI. These water facility levels, you can usually exit early, or you can fix the facility so that it works again. Well, what else are we doing here, Nev? Yeah, no, fair enough. That's actually kind of useful. So we're not really trapped here as such. Although I'm not 100% sure what we would do otherwise. Yeah, PWJB has not seen Mother. Requiem for a Dream was obviously the 2000s. Otherwise, I would, like, definitely make it Requiem for a Dream. But then again, right, if we're talking about best movies of the decade, let's be honest, right, and I hope you'll forgive me that this isn't just my age talking here, but the 2000s was a stacked decade, right? The 1990s and the 2000s, like, I think you could probably get 10 movies out of each of those decades which are all better than Interstellar was, right? I mean, maybe that's too bold a claim. Maybe it's more like 5 movies out of each decade. But the 2000s were absolutely stacked for good films. Now, maybe that's just because I'm old, and the 2000s was when, like, you know, I was young and free and didn't have any responsibilities. But I don't think it's that at all. I think actually it was a genuinely stacked decade that we were incredibly lucky to live through. Like, no joke. Oh, there's a note here. No joke. Lord of the Rings as a cinematic experience of being released every year during the period of time where you didn't have internet personalities like me picking apart every single detail of a trailer, right? The Lord of the Rings experience is probably never going to be replicated again, you know? Like, giving a creator like Peter Jackson the freedom to do a 3-movie, 3-hour per film mega epic, it's never going to happen, right? You know, other films in the 2000s, you've got... so The Matrix is 1999, so it just misses out, right? But you've got things like Pan's Labyrinth, right? Guillermo del Toro smashing onto the scene in a big way. You obviously have The Dark Knight, right? You've got... Okay, right. Now the well is dry. Now, I talked big game before that I'd be able to name 10 absolute banger movies, but like, okay, let's be honest, The Matrix Revolutions probably isn't going to be one of them. Although, I do think The Matrix Reloaded is underrated, but we can talk about The Matrix another time. First, close the pipes, then the pumps. Red line A1, A2, blue line A3, A4, and don't forget to open the flushing pipe. Turquoise line on the computer. Yeah, I guess we could go back to the computer and fiddle around with some more stuff, because the chlorination thing, I actually opened that rather than closed it, right? Oh, shoot, the Prestige. Yeah, yes, the Prestige. Oh, that doesn't count as a document. Okay. Yeah, the Prestige, absolutely brilliant. Pan's Labyrinth is one of PWJB's all-time favourites. So good. So good, right? Guillermo del Toro was tapped. Now, this is all kind of like Hollywood rumor and whatever, and some of this is confirmed and some of this isn't, right? Guillermo del Toro got tapped after the runaway success of Pan's Labyrinth, before he did Hellboy, to do a big budget adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's The Mountains of Madness, which I was so hyped for, and then it got axed. Mostly because Universal had some terrible back-to-back years. Here we go, we've photographed 25% of all the photographable spots in Act 1? What? Act 1? That makes me think that this game is a little bit longer than I gave it credit for. Okay. Yeah, they lost quite a bit of money on Scott Pilgrim, right? Scott Pilgrim, it made money on DVD, but it lost a lot of money at the box office. And then they axed a whole bunch of projects. They had a rough couple of years, Universal, and The Mountains of Madness was one of the ones that basically never got past pre-production, unfortunately. Oh, Avatar! And the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. To me, those Pirates of the Caribbean movies didn't hold up super well on a rewatch, but you know, like, that's mostly because, I don't know, I have seen them quite a few times before. What I need to do is I need to rewatch them when my daughter is slightly old enough to watch them, because I'll be able to feed off her enjoyment of them, you know? Avatar, I think, is a pretty reasonable shout. Do you know what, though? 2010s, like, on the topic of Avatar and animated movies, 2010s, you probably have to put Frozen into the conversation. Frozen was 2012, and Frozen basically single-handedly kicked off the new generation of Disney movies, you know? Because it's like, we had the Renaissance in the 90s with Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan, trying to think. I probably wouldn't put The Hunchback of Notre Dame in there, because that one was a little bit sketchy. But yeah, but you did have, what was it? Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, like a lot of really... Right, that was the Renaissance in the 90s. Then they went off the boil again, right? Emperor's New Groove had a certain amount of popularity, but like it wasn't like super popular at the time. I mean, it maintained its popularity for a long time. But you had things like Treasure Planet, Atlantis. These didn't do very well, and then Disney was really off the boil for a long while, and then Frozen, bam, straight back into prestige territory again, and they've been doing pretty well since then again. So yeah, Little Mermaid was 89. Yeah, Treasure Planet was woefully underrated. Morris Jam says, I don't think I've seen any of the new Disney films. Yeah, it depends what you kind of count as new. Like Frozen is genuinely good. Like, I would recommend Frozen, right? I mean, it is the story of the Snow Queen. It's the Hans Christian Andersen story. But yeah, Frozen is genuinely good. Frozen 2, I would say, is pretty good, right? It has some problems with it, because it's like... unfortunately, Frozen 2... Disney now know that some of the characters are very marketable. And so there is a certain lack of threat a little bit there. Like, okay, I'm about to spoil Frozen 2 a little bit, right? But, okay, spoilers for Frozen 2 incoming. Olaf dies in Frozen 2? And it's like genuinely super sad. It's like Bambi's mum, or it's like Littlefoot's mother, or whatever. And it's like, oh shoot, they just killed off Olaf. And my daughter, who bear in mind is 3, is like, he's feeling poorly. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But the problem is, they then wish it away at the end with some pseudoscience about, oh, did you know water has memory? And then they bring Olaf back to life. And I'm like, oh no! You needed to have the commitment. You needed to have the commitment to send the powerful message, to be able to discuss the difficult theme. And you've ruined it because presumably some marketing guy said, we're not going to sell enough Olaf pencil cases if Olaf kicks it in the second film. So very disappointed, because there's no narrative reason to bring Olaf back. And Olaf dying in the second movie is a very powerful moment that is worth it. It's a real payoff to that film. And it genuinely annoys me. Moana was pretty good as well. There you go. Right. We are kind of out of time. You enjoy that the evil Snow Queen had to turn face because her song was too good. Elsa does get some pretty good bangers. She gets some bangers in the second movie as well. The second movie has some pretty good bangers in it too. Yeah. Alright. We are out of time for today's stream. I'm a little bit over time, but the conversation was too good. Chatting movies, Disney movies. Yeah, love it. It's been a great stream. It's been a great time today. We're going to save up here and we are going to be ending today's stream. So if you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this. This has been episode 3 of Infra. We're going to go back to the computer next time because I think we need to fiddle around with some stuff on the computer some more. We kind of have instructions now, so we're going to see if we can get this place up and running again by draining this, get into that pipe, see what we can find. Thank you very much, YouTube. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.